Hey everybody, if you're looking for a distraction from the news and what's going on social media and what's going on in our country, I invite you into my kitchen where we're just gonna have some fun and it's gonna be positive and we're gonna make a great soup tonight. I'm doing it all vegetarian, so all my vegetarian friends out there, I welcome you to make this because it's fabulous. Now, you can add rotisserie chicken if you want, but we're not doing it tonight. We're eating it. We ate this I've made this so many times, and Daryl loves it. It's one of his favorites, and so he asked me to make it for him tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got my Dutch oven heating up. We're going to do a little bit of olive oil, and this soup is packed full of protein and fiber with lentils. And so a lot of people they don't know what to do with lentils. And so I'm going to show you how easy this is. Okay, so while I've got the pan heating up, we're going to go ahead and dice up our onion. And we're going to chop up the onion, and it's going to get into that olive oil and start creating some good flavor. And then we're going to add some garlic and a couple other seasonings. But tonight it's so versatile. You can do lots of things. You could do a sweet potato, spinach. We're doing carrots and potatoes, lentils, green lentils. Now, lentils, you can also get... I'm doing this also with the onion kind of small, dicing it small. You can do any kind of lentil you want. I'm using green lentils. Those are my favorite. I just think that, first of all, they're prettier. Second of all, I just think they have better flavor. That's probably just me. They probably taste exactly the same, but I prefer the green. So this comes together so quick. And, it's a weeknight. And this is going to be super simple. So it doesn't take a whole lot of time. And actually, I need my peeler. So normally, I would do that ahead of time, but I didn't. So we're going to do... I only did half an onion, actually. Ooh, that's right. These are burning. And a little bit of pepper. Remember, season as you go. So, I could have come home from work tonight and turned the television on. And to be perfectly honest, I don't have it in me. So I'm not going to. I love history and I love politics, but we're not talking about that. But I did text my boys and reminded them, no matter what happens, I hate peeling a potato. Do y'all like peeling potatoes? We're only doing one, so it's not going to take too long. But, gosh, it's just so... I don't do it very often. But, anyway, what I was going to say is, I told you this before. We went on a very heart-healthy, vegetarian, for the most part, vegan diet in December of last year through really almost the summer, and didn't really start eating meat until the end of summer. And anyway, so we've incorporated a little bit of meat, but obviously I did meatloaf last night, but so tonight we're doing vegetables. Anyway, I texted my boys today and I said to them, no matter what happens in the election, Jesus is still king, right? Don't forget that. God has a plan. One we can't see, bigger one than we know about. And that's okay. It's going to be just fine. So what I'm doing to the potato is I want to cut it into small little cubes because I want this soup to cook kind of quick, and I don't, you know, it's a weeknight. I don't want it to sit here for hours. We're hungry, and so if you do it a little bit smaller, it'll cook quicker. And then I'm always using fresh garlic. No, onion smells so good. That's going good. But I bought these at the grocery store the other day, and so we're going to use them up. We are going to, I mean, it's a little bit expensive to do it this way, but I have them and I want to use them up, so we're going to do that. They're already peeled, they're already cooked, they're soft. We're just dicing them really little because we're going to put it in there for added flavor. And it'll cook with the onion. Okay, so it's not going to cook long because this is all, we're all going to put it in there together. Okay, so now you have olive oil, half an onion, a little bit of garlic, whatever garlic you want. Potatoes. If you don't want to use potatoes, do not use them. You don't have to. This is really lentil soup. You can put whatever you want in it. But I have had one potato, and it'll just make it hearty. Potato grows obviously from the ground, and so you can eat it on a plant-based diet. 2 carrots. Now, I washed them. We are not peeling them. We're just cutting the ends off of them. I like them a little rustic, and I like the peeling on them. That's where a lot of the vitamins are. The lentils also have complex carbohydrates. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but it's also packed full of fiber. So, and it's a really good source of protein. So lentils are really, really, really good, and they're good for you, and they're hearty and filling and satisfying. So a lot of vegetarians that I have talked to, you know, sometimes they don't get filled. They're not satisfied, and so they end up eating dessert or bread to fill that void, and so we don't want to do that. Just from the vegetarians that I have talked to, that's what they tell me. And so we're going to finish putting the carrot in. 2 carrots. I mean, look how simple. Okay, now that's done. Stir it. We're going to season it a little bit because we want to season as we go. Salt, pepper. Okay, we are doing 2 cans of 1 whole peeled canned tomatoes. Now, I've been spoiled over the last month or so, and friends of mine, Hayden, who I work with, and my son Hunter, have been giving me tomatoes. Super, super spoiled with that. These go in, but I'm out of them, and so, ooh, it's gonna be so good. So we're using canned, and that's okay. Canned tomatoes are fine. This is a quick weeknight meal, and so it's gonna be great. And then we're gonna put vegetable broth in it. Okay, these are diced tomatoes and whole tomatoes. Now, if you do not have whole tomatoes or diced tomatoes and you just have a can of crushed tomatoes, it's fine. It's gonna work just fine. Now, I'm gonna measure because I'm trying to get better for you. We're gonna do a cup of lentils, a little bit more than a cup. Those go in. They're gonna cook in the liquid, and then we're gonna top it off with vegetable broth. This is 32 ounces of vegetable broth. Now, right now, it doesn't look all that great. But as it continues, so it's on medium-high, as it continues to cook, it's going to thicken. The lentils will plump up a little bit, and it's really a very satisfying, wonderful vegetarian soup. At the very end, you can add rotisserie chicken if you want, but we're keeping it vegetarian tonight. So anyway, I hope you have a great night, and I hope you make the soup, and I'll post the recipe and a picture so you can see it, and have a great night, everybody.